Hola amigos, ¿qué pasa? Welcome to my channel Hola amigos. Me llamo Ekta. As you know that in my previous videos I have covered the vocabulary for classroom, and in my upcoming session as well I will be giving you some sessions about covering the vocabulary for house, for garden, for school, so that you are aware of things that we call out in Spanish, and when I will be covering articles, verbs and other sessions for you guys, so it will be easier for you to understand the same, and it will be easier for you to relate the sentences. Vale? In my previous session I have covered classroom vocabulary, and in my today's session I will be covering house vocabulary. Okay, vamos a empezar. Okay, first one is house, which we call it as casa in Spanish, casa. The second one is apartment. Apartment we call it as apartamento, apartamento, apartamento. The next floor we call it out as piso, piso. The next one is room. Room we call it out as habitación. As in my previous Vocabulario session, I have mentioned that H is silent. That's why here you will not listen the sound of H, and we call out this word as habitación, habitación. The next one is bedroom. Bedroom we call it as dormitorio, dormitorio. The next one is living room. Living room we call it out as salón, salón. The next one is dining room. Dining room we call it out as comedor, comedor, comedor. The next one is kitchen. Kitchen we call it out as cocina, cocina. Then next one is bathroom. Bathroom we call it out as baño. In my abecedario session I have mentioned this ñ, this word, this particular word we spell it out as ñ. So this is baño, baño. The next word is basement. Basement we call it out as sótano. The next one is garage. Garage we call it out as garaje, garaje. The next one is stairs. Stairs we call it out as escaleras, escaleras. The next one is garden. Garden we call it out as jardín. Here it starts with J, and J is jota in Spanish, which gives you the sound of k. That's why it's jardín, jardín. The next one is swimming pool. Swimming pool is piscina, piscina, piscina. The next one is terrace. Terrace we call it out as terraza, terraza. Here Z in Spanish gives you the sound of S, so it's terraza. Then balcony is balcón, balcón, balcón. Then furniture means muebles, muebles in Spanish, muebles. Then door is puerta, puerta. Then wall is pared, pared. Curtain is cortina, cortina. Then carpet we spell it out as alfombra, alfombra. Mirror, espejo, espejo. Then lamp is lámpara, lámpara. Bed is cama, cama. And then last one is closet, which we spell it out as armario, armario. So I have tried my best to cover as many words as I can in this particular session for house vocabulary. I'll request you to please watch my previous session of vocabulary, where I have covered body parts, classroom vocabulary, and today I have covered the house vocabulary. In my upcoming two sessions as well, I will be covering the vocabulary so that you can better understand the words in Spanish. Hope you like this session. I will be soon coming with my next video. Until then, see you soon. Adios.